got to be honest with you, I've not been very well. So over the last 5 days, I've been self-isolating, even though I've not had COVID. Let me explain. I had a lot of symptoms of COVID, but it was probably just a cold. But I decided just to isolate just in case anyway. And today is my first day out and about again. I'm still not feeling 100%. You can probably hear it in my voice. But the hardest bit of having to stay in for 5 days, especially for somebody like me that needs to be outside, it's been really difficult.
And the next thing I saw, she's washed up to them, barely alive.
The sun's out. What's it like out there? Have fun for me. So I'd just like to go over a few video ideas with everybody. Snorkeling at night. Or maybe we could do some sort of like swimming to the Scilly Isles. I've always wanted to do a charity skydive. Oh, I've got it. It's perfect. Swimming with sharks. Do you know what? I'm not really getting any feedback from you, am I?
That's a great video, Sean. You know, maybe you should make that video.
You're driving me mad. You're driving me mad. Molly, we're free. We're free.
I've literally just spent like an entire week at home in bed, and I figured it's probably about time that I got out of the house and went somewhere. I'm gonna take it easy today though. So I figured it's probably actually not bright enough for sunglasses today. I wanted to come out, I needed to get out of the house. I don't know what I came down with. It kind of felt like COVID, but I kept doing tests and it was negative every day. So yeah, I've literally just been from Sunday all the way till pretty much Friday, been in the house. And for somebody like me that doesn't like being in the house, well, it's not that I don't like being in the house, I'd just much rather be outside. But for someone like me that would much rather be outside, it's been a little bit difficult.
Now, years have passed and restless legs have settled. We're finally home.
So as much as I wanted to make an adventure video today of me probably out in the elements, doing something fun, I figured I'd probably take it a little bit easy and go for a nice little coastal walk along Cadreevy, along the cliff line. So I thought, yeah, that seems like a fairly easy walk. It's fairly steady, there's not too many hills. I've literally been getting out of breath just going up and down the stairs the last couple of days, so yeah, this should be a nice easy one. So this past week has been very, well, I'd like to say quite difficult for me, not being able to leave the house, but I can see my sanity slowly going the longer I had to stay in.
Finally home. Down is up. We've been at the top. We're finally home. What a relief.
Look at these guys. They're like white cows.
Escape to never be less. Now.
So sometimes wake up, I think it's going to rain. I sometimes wake up in the morning and I just think, you know, if the weather's not going to be too great, it kind of lets me off the hook of getting out of the house. It's kind of like an excuse that I have, but to be honest, I probably could have just stayed in bed today and just chilled out, but I don't think that would have helped anyone. Jesus Christ, it's windy. There was just no way I was going to stay in.
We're finally home. Down is up. We've been at the top.
The ocean is truly alive today. If you can see these waves out here, it's unbelievable. Apologies if this commentary is not really up to scratch today. As I said, I've not been well. I'm finding it difficult to talk. Everybody gets sick sometimes. And yeah, I probably could have taken some time off, but do you remember in my last video when I was in St Ives and I was having difficulty getting up those hills? Oh, those hills are killer. But I think that was like the early stages of this COVID-like illness that I had that wasn't actually COVID. I mean, it's probably just man flu, but to be honest, it probably hit me worse than what it would normally, simply because I've not been ill for 2 years and I've got asthma, so maybe that's why. So I might have to call it a day in a minute. This is a bit much. A bit too much for me. Jesus Christ. The sheer force of the southwest. It's like it's blowing my camera. I'm like shaking all over the place. Apologies for the shaky footage in this video. It was a little bit windy. I kind of feel like the biggest thing to make me feel better would be a like on this video. And I know I made light of being sick this week, but in all fairness, this is a serious illness that a lot of people get sick from, and I was actually pretty poorly. So the moral of the story is, man flu is no joke.